Now, the government has come up with its new electric vehicles policy, according to which import duty concessions will be given to companies who are setting up their manufacturing units in India with a minimum investment of $500 million. These companies will be allowed to import up to 8,000 cars per year at the lower import duty levels of 15%. Earlier, they used to be between 70 to 100% depending on the size and the cost of the engine. The lower import duty will be valid for vehicles costing above $35,000. Now, we hope that apart from Tesla, there are other companies that queue up. This has come despite the advice from Mahindra and Tata earlier on, advising government not to reduce import duties for the level playing field. Now, when we look at the stocks of the local Indian auto companies, the last 5 days they have all been in the negative, though they're all in the positive today. Now, do you see the fortunes? How do you see the fortunes of the local auto majors after this policy? And do you see international majors listing into Indian stock markets here on?
Good morning to you also. So, it is not the first time. Earlier also we had some very niche and marquee names coming into India. They tried to survive, but then finally they had to shut the shop. Latest one was, I think, Ford. Before that, you had Chevrolet shutting shop. Before that, you had a couple of other names, Korean-based companies who had come to India, tried to establish but had disappeared in thin air. And this is just the announcement. Let's wait and watch. Let's not rush into this. Uh, these names that we are talking about in terms of established Indian players like M&M, Tata Motors, and the Marutis of the world, they cannot just disappear overnight. And more so, I think with the government's focus in making India a manufacturing hub, and from number 3 to possibly number 1 or number 2 position in the next couple of years, exporting hub Bharat is going to become, in case if the goals that have been set aside by the government for the auto sector is achieved. So there is no denying. And it is wise to from the government side, because if some smart aleck wants to manufacture in China and sell in India, I mean, you can fool somebody else, not India. Let me be very honest. And price tag will also matter. It's always a sensitive point as far as Indian customers are concerned. And remember one thing, Amit, earlier we used to ask question, 1 liter pe kitna deti hai? Now the question is, in case if there is an accident, how safe are the passengers and the driver inside? So that's the shift that has happened over a period of time. I don't think it's going to be a major threat. And wait for elections are yet to happen. Government is yet to come and take its chair. Portfolios are yet to get allocated. A final budget, let's hope so, as announced by the finance minister and prime minister, comes through once the government is placed. Over there, you will definitely have something positive for the domestic manufacturing companies also.
Gaurang, since the reduction has been as much as from 70 or 100% to 15%, where do you see the maximum disruption happening? Will it be in passenger vehicles or the heavy loader vehicles or the two-wheelers?
I think it's going to be PVs first by default, because all these names that are going to come into India are, historically, four-wheeler passenger vehicle manufacturing companies. The disruption in the two-wheeler or maybe, commercial vehicle, multi-axle, high tonnage, it's going to be a thing of the past, because that is yet work in progress. So the first one will be, of course, the four-wheeler passenger. And over there also, I don't think it's going to be entry level or mid. I think it's going to be high end.